Good evening, everybody. This is Rose with the Nyxborough D&D crew. We have our Precinct 9 crew with us tonight. Sadly, Siren is unable to join us for tonight's session, but they will hopefully be here next time. A couple quick announcements to get through. The next Precinct 2 session will be on April 14th. I will make a community post in regards to the next Precinct 9 session, as it does fall on a holiday. So we will see. That about does it. So keep an eye out on the community post. I'll also be talking with the crew to make sure that we are all good there. Let me go ahead and get everybody in. All right. So, who would like to give a who would like to do a recap for one free health potion? Sorry, I had like a stroke halfway through that sentence. Don't all jump at once.
Sorry, I'm doing the mutagen thing to make it easier for me.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm just trying to recall. I'm just trying to remember. Because my memory is like really bad most of the time. I think.
We went to Reggie's bar.
Yeah, we went to Reggie's bar. No, Penny. She brought us food. If I remember correctly, Nigel overheard or got closer to the bar, or like the counter at least, and overheard a conversation between a goblin and I forget if it was a human.
Yes.
Okay. And Nigel used I can't think of the if it was a cantrip or but he took off like his nail, if I remember correctly, and like
it's a character feature.
Oh, character feature.
Or
my bad.
Class feature or race feature. Sorry.
I just remember like you put it in the collar of the guy after like trying to like adjust it for him. No, Penny brought us up to like to the rooms where she placed a rune and discussed like the a certain drifter, I guess you could say, Jasper, like he stopped appearing for a certain amount of time, but he was kind of like a haggler. And there like we discussed like astral drift. There was the cook downstairs, Red, who was on it. We discovered that astral drift as well had like no side effects as far as we could tell. And then we heard a commotion downstairs, and Jasper was kind of wrecking the place, and
he just wanted to chat. He just wanted to chat. I don't know what you guys are talking about. He wasn't wrecking the place. He just wanted to talk to Reggie.
He shoved all the tables and chairs to the side.
He wanted Reggie to meet he wanted to introduce his fist to Reggie's face.
Yeah.
It was aggressive negotiation.
I mean, he scared the drugged up cook, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, and then yeah, what else happened?
If I remember correctly, Siren, if I remember correctly, I can't remember. Fuck, this is the part.
I want to say Siren cast Calm Emotions, and it did not work.
Yeah,
it did actually.
Oh, it did.
And it did work.
I rolled like ass.
We're gonna be at the part where I'm like I can't remember much. I forget somebody said something to like get like Jasper to just like straight up leave, and then
Rowan got between Jasper, and Reggie.
That is
That
correct.
was. I was gonna say Rowan, but I couldn't fucking remember.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was Rowan. Rowan got between Jasper and Reggie, and then kind of told him to piss off. So he
Yeah.
did, and then you guys were like, "Oh, we got to go chase after him," as he walked away.
Yep.
Well, he said the famous line, "The debt is due," and we're like,
Yes.
"Oh yeah, we need to figure out what the fuck that means." So.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, the famous line. Yeah, that's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah,
think
good enough for me. I'll give you get yourself one free health potion.
Yeah. I feel like I fucked up on that.
Yeah, it was good.
you're good.
They're short sessions, so it doesn't need to be like crazy
I got the-
long.
I mean,
But
I also have the memory of a goldfish over here, so
Owen Kragnar did have cheese and cake go up his nose.
That
it
is
was
true.
pudding. No, it was pudding.
It was pudding. You're correct. It was pudding.
We got the
Um,
pudding. We just missed the cheese.
Yeah, Penny had to point that out.
Yeah, so I guess we will kind of hop back into session or into tonight's game. Real quick, Devi, I did not get your initiative. If you're back, could you throw it somewhere? Okay, we're gonna start with another scene though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you just want to throw it in like mid-game chat or something like that, that's fine.
Okay.
Ginks. As we come back in on the scene of Reggie's bar, like you had mentioned, the tables and chairs have been almost pushed to the sides of the room, creating this walkway from the main door. You see a couple of broken bottles and tankards that have clattered across the ground. There's a almost stillness to this moment. Nobody's super reacting or anything like that. And it is kind of in this quiet moment that you guys realize that he's walking away. Rowan, as you noticed kind of the adrenaline of that moment starting to wear off, you notice in your hand that pain from before, but it's this time it's not necessarily a pain. It's kind of almost like a low thrum, like where in the past there was a sense of almost anger and sorrow coming from it. This time it's less so that and more so longing, like you had something that you could have reached out and grabbed and obtained, but you missed it.
I think Rowan is like pumped up on adrenaline a little bit. And if anyone was to look, is very much eager to burst out the door and go chase Jasper down.
Yeah, I mean, I think pretty much anybody who has a passive perception above like 14 probably notices that. What do you guys do? The scene's kind of yours on what you would like to do next.
Livy will notice Rowan kind of getting angsty and will give her a nod and like, yeah, let's go.
Cool. So is everybody? I'm kind of assuming at this point. So everybody's gonna go after this.
Can I fix the table real quick?
You would probably spend a couple of minutes if you were to fix all of the tables, because there were like 5 that got shoved out of the way.
Oh.
Yeah, if you were to spend time to put this back together, like it would take you a bit.
It's
You
okay.
can. If you want, I think you notice Siren at this point with their leg, they kind of walk over and with kind of like a mage hand that they've empowered, you see them start kind of moving stuff back with their magic, moving some of the chairs back and stuff like that, and kind of cleaning it up. And he just kind of looks at you all and just goes, go. I won't be of much help.
Yeah, I'll stay in for a little bit just to fix.
So okay, so you're gonna stay then. So you're not chasing. Okay.
As much as I want to, I'll fix.
Okay. Anyone
Nigel
else?
Nigel is going to stay, but right before not going to stay, he's going to pursue, but right before he pursues, you see him take out a syringe as he taps his wrist and then just injects a mutagen. As you see, he kind of does that reflex thing with your fingers as his palm kind of starts to grow paw pads as he's under the mutagen of celerity, so he gets +3 to his dexterity, but disadvantage on all wisdom saving throws.
Hell yeah. All right. Are the other 4 going, or is anyone else staying? Because I got 3 going. So I guess.
I'll go.
Perfect. You 4 quickly head out and look to the left. You see Jasper's just walking. His kind of blonde, silver-like hair kind of pulled back into like a high ponytail. You see he's just kind of walking, and you see him turn left down an alley. Nigel, in all honesty, Nigel, Avis, and Lavinia, you are all before.
All of us?
All 3 of you were before him. In order, it is technically Nigel, then Avis, then Lavinia. However, if you guys want to kind of as a group all move, and in all honesty, I'm just gonna make life easy. Rowan, you're up there too.
You sure?
We're just gonna put you all together.
You mean nice? Okay.
We're just gonna put you all together.
I rolled a nat 1. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Now the average for all of you.
Everyone else rolled really well.
I got a 10. So.
Yeah. However, you're staying behind. So the 4 of you head out and around. You guys are good to go. You see that.
I think Nigel's going to just open up things. It's like, all right, I'm about to go after our little suspect there and see if we can take him under custody. Sounds like a good plan to me.
I think we got enough to justify that.
All right, get it, got it, doubted. And then he zips off to keep pace with Jasper, and if he can catch right up to him, he's going to try and follow due process, because I'm assuming due process is a thing here. And he's gonna go, "Oi, bruv, I kindly suggest you stop a bit and you and me, let's have a little chat."
He was about 60 feet ahead of you when he turned down the alley.
Yeah, I don't
so
I'd have to dash.
Yeah, so you have a movement and an action. So if you want to dash to get there, you totally can, and that'll move you up a square. But yeah, you see, you kind of come around, and you see this kind of narrow alley, and you see him actually on the other side of it, and he kind of almost gracefully pulls himself out of it. He looks down it, just gives you a little wave, like a little wave and a smirk, and he just, You'll have to try harder if you want to catch me.
All right, did Bro just jump a wall?
No, he went in between he was in a tight alley.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this is kind of our first obstacle. So everybody who's going through the alley, so I'll give you two options. You can either go right, which leads farther down the street, or you can try to go through the alley, which you'll have to make a check for.
Okay.
Those that are going down the alley, I will need a sleight of hand check, DC 14.
All right. I think
That's gonna be Nige.
2 of us go down the alley and 2 of us try to cut him off.
Yeah. Sounds
That's not-
sounds like a rock plan to me. And you said sleight of hand check, right?
Yep, we're going to do sleight of hand, DC 14.
All right.
I'll head down the alley with Nigel if you 2 want to go try to cut him off.
You got it.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's a 10.
Okay.
I got 30.
Cool. Rowan and Avis, you look at the lovely blood hunter and sorcerer of the group, and you say, "Yeah, we'll just go this way." And as you do, you hear the clack of metal and other things scraping against the alleyway as Nigel and Lavinia try to shuffle their way through it. And it takes them a lot longer than what you were hoping for.
Oh, that looks painful. Oh, okay.
You two start moving on up. And as you guys are, you see a cart that has started to, somebody had parked it and was unloading some fruits. As you guys are starting to enter into the actual market heights themselves, you're starting to see people and these kinds of stalls and things like that. Very similar to like an Indian market situation where you've got your buildings behind them and then people with fruits and vegetables and random assortments of things all in front of you. But you guys see a cart in front of you. If you would like, you can try to go around it or over it or whatever if you have any actions that you would like to do that. If you are trying to like jump over it or something like that, it's a DC 12 acrobatics.
But could I just walk around it?
You can, but you will lose time doing so. It's like blocking the path.
I will jump over it.
Yeah, same here. I will jump over it.
17.
19.
Both of you in sync, just whoosh over it. Easy enough. You kind of see like a tiefling trader look at you all with like, all right, as you guys continue your footpath onwards. As the 2 that were going through the alleyway finally come out, you can see actually make a perception check to see if you can see where Jasper is.
Oh my god. All right. These dice are not rolling good for me.
You have inspiration if you would like to try.
What was the DC?
I did not say.
You didn't. Oh, okay.
Not for
Let's
this
see.
one.
Nigel, are you rolling perception?
Yeah, at first I was gonna be like, is this both of us or just one of us?
Both of you,
yes,
yeah.
Nigel. Yeah, Nigel's rolling, and that's an 18 on the die plus 22.
22, perfect. As you kind of get through, you notice Lavinia sees someone. Lavinia, you see someone with the red hair that catches your eye for a moment. Nigel, however, you keeping that kind of hex locked eye, you quickly scan through and spot your prey. and are able to continue after quickly. That 22 actually made it so that you did not lose as much time crawling through. As now we've got two groups. As the two groups are moving, the Nigel and Lavinia group, suddenly this area of the Market Heights becomes extremely clustered with people. So I will need a DC 10 acrobatics or athletics. Or if you have another skill for this one, I would allow that to try to quickly get through this sea of people that have appeared.
Oh, not bad. That is a very good roll. It's way above. It's 26 to evade these people.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. All right, yeah, 17. You see Lavinia kind of like shakes her head, clear by memory, and she follows you through the sea of people.
Yeah, I think between the two of you, you're able to navigate through it fairly quickly.
Yeah, Nigel's definitely bobbing and weaving through this crowd like a cat that just does not want to be touched. Not even like touching people. Like not even his clothes are brushing up against people.
Hell yeah. Avis and Rowan, on your side, as you guys are kind of moving upwards, go ahead and give me. I want to say survival, just to try and keep track where you think he is, and then where you are in relation, to kind of see if you can spot a potential path to cut him off. If you have a different skill that you would like to roll here, I'll allow it, but
he is an elf. So I think I have favored enemy on elves for tracking for survival checks.
yeah, you can roll with advantage.
A nat 20 for a 27.
I got an 8.
with advantage?
Roll again! Roll again!
Wait, I'm gonna roll again.
I was
You
gonna say,
only
I'm like,
rolled once, roll again!
I was gonna say, I'm like, with advantage? You know, the natural 20 is gonna really help with this one. You two, I think there's a moment where Rowan, you quickly recognize there is a shortcut up ahead and to the left. And so you kind of, I'll allow you to describe how you grab Avis, but you kind of get Avis to follow you as you bolt that direction towards that towards that alleyway that you know is a lot larger, and you're able to kind of with the two of you move that direction. As
you know how like go on.
No, go for it.
I know. I was gonna say, you know, like how a local person in like a huge touristy city moves in like the touristy parts with so much ease, and they like weave in and out. I think I just grab Avis by the hand and tug her, and literally like no words is just like a little feral of just like this way. Like no words is just like power walking very quickly. Someone would say it was running near enough. Just this way. We're just going this way. Hi.
Yeah. As you guys do, you actually just see that blonde hair kind of walk past you guys as you get through that alleyway, and you're maybe 15 feet behind. Lavinia and Nigel are actually quite close behind, maybe about 10 feet behind you. So in total, you guys are within 30 feet. And he kind of turns back around and he goes, interesting. And you watch as where he was standing, he disappears. I need all 4 of you to make a perception check.
Can I cast the invisibility?
Uh-oh. And that's
I'm gonna just let you know right now it's not
It's not.
invisible.
Okay, I'll just roll perception.
He missy stepped. So it's
Oh,
trying to it's
okay.
trying to figure out where he went.
Oh my god, I'm too distracted. I don't
Awesome.
know shit. I got a 1.
Don't
for
you
a 6.
and don't you have something that allows you to re-roll?
Oh, good question. Good idea. Yeah.
Something
Where is
something time magic.
Perception, that's
Yeah. I do have
yes,
that.
perception.
yeah, 17.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I will use my little. Wait, where is it? It's a reroll attack. Ability check. There we go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure ability check was one of them.
Yeah.
It just uses a point.
Yeah, so I will use a point and re-roll that.
Awesome. And then can you describe to me, because so all of you are able to see this. Lavinia, can you describe what that looks like when with the watch and everything like that? Because Nigel being so close, you notice this.
Yeah, so you notice that she completely just does not see where he went. It's just like he disappeared in front of her. And she pulls out her pocket watch. She flips it open, and you can see like a swirling gold liquid on the inside of it. And she presses the top button, and that swirling gold liquid doesn't really seep out. There's no holes, but it kind of surrounds her for just like a flash of a moment. And then you can kind of see she locks eyes on where he was, and you can kind of see like an understanding on her face now. And she just shuts it and puts it back in her pocket.
Yeah. You guys notice that he is on the rooftop of a building to the right. He teleported 30 feet up and landed on one of the rooftops. If you would like to make athletics or acrobatics to try to climb up it, I'll allow that. Or potentially persuasion to try to persuade the halfling that is standing in front of that home selling what look to be dragon fruit. However, they have a strange light yellow glow to them. So they're like yellow dragon fruit, but they glow slightly. What would you like to do?
Actually, is there like an abandoned alley nearby that I can dip into that's like out of sight from people?
Yeah, let's go high-low on this. I'm gonna roll a D100. You're gonna say high or low. If I roll above a 50 and you say high, there is. If I roll below a 50 and you say high, there is not. Vice versa for low. Okay.
I'm gonna go low.
I rolled a 77.
Damn
it! There seems to not be a. It seems that at the moment, the crowd of people from the end of the workday coming home has started to overpopulate the streets at the moment.
All right.
I think in this moment, right before this happens, we flash over to Kragnar. Kragnar, give me a strength saving throw.
Oh. Okay. Fuck!
If you, I will allow this. If you rage, you get advantage.
Deal.
because I
Okay,
think that's funny.
Can, I okay. I thought of a scenario. Can I like stub my fucking foot or some shit, and it just like causes me to rage?
Rage is so in my mind, a rage looks and acts in various different ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be out of anger, but it could be out of frustration after rolling a 2, as this table that is made out of like oak wood is really giving you problems with moving, and you're thinking to yourself, how the hell did old man Jasper move this, and I'm over here with these glistening muscles and am struggling. So if you'd like to roll again,
Yes.
as
wait,
that frustration
have
and
it?
anger bubbles,
Do I have advantage? I forget.
you have advantage
no?
if you are raging. So that's why
I
I
would
said
like
if
to
you-
rage then.
Yes, rage and then roll again.
Okay.
Normally that's not how this would work, but I think it's funny.
Okay. If I can. Found it. I think. Nope. Fuck.
Just roll another strength save, and then you can look for where you need to mark
Okay.
off a rage. It's in features and traits. 23. Yeah, I think after a moment, the scooting is a lot easier as you just lift up the table and just set it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be in features and traits where you can mark it off.
Huh. Oh, there it is. Found it.
Perfect. And Penny kind of looks at you and just looks over at Red for a second, looks back at you and just goes, "He's putting you to shame there, Red." And Red just, and goes back into the kitchen. We flash back over to the gaggle of 4. What are you doing? He's on the roof. He's starting to get away.
I have a plan that was strictly for myself. So if you guys want to say yours first, go for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Io.
Uh-huh.
Nigel is going the climbing route, so he's gonna trying to make that acrobatics check.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's acrobatics or athletics. I'll allow either.
Awesome. That
Similarly.
is wow. That is the third 18 in a row.
Let's go.
So some good dice tonight.
26.
Easy. Easy enough. Yeah, describe how you climb up the side of this kind of square dirt building almost.
So very much again, right now Nigel's reflexes are very cat-like and even very slight, almost feline traits in his muscularity that can be seen. He's nimbly anchoring himself to this building in a way that you can kind of see where it's like, how the hell did you get up? Like again, those of you who are cat owners, how the hell did you get up there? Is very much what he's doing. As he scales his way up the building.
Cool. Avis, what would you like to do? Or I guess Rowan, you're also climbing, right?
I will also acrobatics. I'll turn and smile at Lavinia and be like, got this. As I try and, I mean, with a 15, it's a lot more grunt effort probably.
Yeah.
Just try to climb.
I think it's a thing of like, Nigel gets up really easily, and then you get up, and you kind of have that like, you got the like side pang, in the lung situation. You're just like, oh, I'm here.
Just like, how?
He's
Why?
twitching his head over to her, like kind of like how a bird does that really jerky moment twitching. It's like, yeah, love, it's the shot makes me built different, you know.
Okay.
Don't feel bad.
We'll go with
Don't
that.
feel bad. You're
The
doing great.
shot makes me build different.
Feel different. That's
Okay.
being in quotes. That's I'm going.
As you both kind of mentioned that, you hear a large clattering sound as you look back over the building, and Avis is somehow in the dragon fruit stand.
Oh no.
As you see a sizable hole in the little overhang, kind of like felt canopy that was on this stall, as they just biffed it and went through that, and is covered in yellow dragon fruit and is glowing slightly yellow at this point.
I think you guys should go on without me.
The little halfling, oh my god, what have you done? Do you know how much this costs? Like, it's just like getting into your face about it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So I think at this moment, Avis is kind of out of the chase for this time. Lavinia, you, yeah. Tell me how this looks. Well, let's do this. What would it look like from an outside perspective? Because you and I both know what's going on. But from an outside perspective, what does it look like?
From an outside perspective, you can see Lavinia kind of glance around, you don't know what exactly she's looking for, but she doesn't find it. So instead, she goes up to a wall, probably behind this dragon fruit stand, where she can kind of be alone, and you see her cast a spell and just simply disappear. And then you cannot see her. And then, yeah, I'm gonna keep the spell active. So she's just gone.
She's just gone. All right.
She's just gone.
Wonderful. As that happens, he looks back at the two of you that he can see, Rowan and Nigel, and he goes, I thought that would have gotten rid of most of you. I thought you guys loved donuts. And then you see him start running across the rooftops doing some parkour. If you would like to make a foot chase afterwards, I will need an acrobatics from both of you.
You know the deal. You know the deal.
You got it.
Oof. This time, he rolled a 12.
A dirty
12.
20.
Rowan, you are a lot better at the parkour than you were necessarily climbing, as you quickly managed to jump from building to building. Nigel, you struggle a little bit. You're still up there, but you are a bit behind where Rowan is. Rowan, you are within capture range. What would you like to do? How are you going to try to get him? Basically, I'm saying you are close enough at this point. If you want to make a grapple, or if you want to do something cool with an ability or something like that.
I do. If I grapple, if I go for a tackle him to the floor, and I biff it. But I feel like that's where Rowan's mind is right now, of just like chase down, capture.
Okay.
So I will go with a grapple attempt.
Okay. I need to double check. Give me 1 second, because I need to grab my book. Because they changed how the grapple works.
They just had to.
I don't know where my book is.
Why have
Winging
they
it?
changed the grapple?
They changed it to.
Does it not stay on conditions anymore, like on D&D Beyond?
Well, so they separated it. So it's now. You can do a grapple per hand. A creature can grapples initiative follows these rules. A creature gives it the grappled condition. Speed is 0, disadvantage on attack rolls. So I guess it's make an unarmed strike then.
Okay. I will unarmed strike him.
Okay.
An 18.
That is a miss.
Oh god damn.
As you go to grab him, he backhands you, and turns around and goes, "Well, all right then." And you see him do an undercut. As he does, he is going to make an attack against you. That hits. You take 13 radiant damage as you see his arm glow, suddenly kind of like infusing red and then yellow, and he just hits you right in the stomach, Rowan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 27 hits. So,
Yeah. 27 will hit.
yeah. He'll then turn around, and actually you see with the left hand he launches out another attack, and you actually see the energy leave, and he's actually throwing an attack at Nigel, because it has a range. Does an 18 hit you, Nigel?
Ooh, I do believe it does, because I don't think Nigel has any type of thing to avoid that. So yeah, an 18 definitely hits.
You take 9 radiant damage as you suddenly see this sun like
quick,
flying
Sam.
towards you and hit you. Yes, what's up?
Can I use a probability point to make him re-roll that?
Which one would you like Which one would you like him to re-roll? The answer is yes, but which attack?
The second one.
Okay, sure. I rolled the same thing twice.
Oh my! All right. And I'm not sure if that counts because that's from the watch. I'm not sure if that's count as casting a spell, but I would no longer be invisible if so. I don't think the
roll a stealth. I'll allow you to
Roll
roll a
stealth.
stealth check with this one. Also, because it's weird because it's using an item. So I don't know.
It's also, I don't think the magic that comes off the watch would be invisible though, right?
Well, and that's kind of the
stealth. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll roll. That is a 7.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it'll I think it'll drop, but I'll still allow you to like land some, like you're able to control where that breaks to hide anything for that. Also they changed the 2024 grapples. It's magic action. It's a magic action. What does a magic action mean?
That's a great question.
That's gross. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Magic action, yeah. Because it's like it's an unarmed strike, but it's just part of it, and then it makes it grappled, and then it's like you can do 1 per hand. I'm being told no.
Oh, the watch.
Oh, the watch was a magic action.
Oh, okay. So then you're fine. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so you're fine. You're invisible still.
Not that it matters. Anyways.
Yeah, listen, I just have it open. Sorry, Kiki. Like, hi, how's it going? Okay, so yeah, so clearing that up, then you're fine. You're still invisible. And cool. You both will take that damage then. However, it is your guys' turn again. So you three, if there's anything you would like to do, now's the time. As you all get close enough, he is no longer running, as he has kind of turned into a combatant at this point.
Assaulted an officer. We still trying to take him in there, love, or has he worn out that welcome?
Oh, he's coming. It just won't be the nice way now. You hear from somewhere because I'm invisible.
Looking around. Got a point. Sorry, old timer, but this is on you now.
Yeah, go for it. We'll start with Nigel.
All right.
Go get him, guys. I shout from below.
Go get him. We got you.
Yellow
Probably have
dragon
time
fruit
for
coming
now.
down Avis's face.
So Nigel's going to rush him, but then try to pivot at the last second to try to move to cuff him.
Okay,
And that's a unarmed strike, right?
correct. Yeah.
All righty. Does unarmed strike have to be made with strength modifier? That sucks.
Unless you have like,
Yeah, unarmed fighting, and
Yeah.
I do not have that.
or tavern brawler.
Yeah.
If you want, you could also set. I'll allow you to. Yes, we are in theater of the mind, but get behind him to flank with Rowan to give Rowan the advantages on the unarmed strikes to try to grapple and take him down.
Actually, yeah, let's do that. That's exactly what Nigel's going to do.
Perfect.
And then he's like, "All right, Ro, just like we did in training."
Yeah. So
Just-
he's now trapped with both of you on either side. Rowan, it is your turn. You can make 2 grapple attempts because you have 2 attacks.
Mhm.
Or however many unarmed strikes as you would like.
Hold that power. Absolutely.
Monk grapplers are insane.
Oh, hey, strapping guys. You might be here for a second.
Perfect.
Responding to Nigel being like, "Just like we did in training. Got it. Piece of
And
cake.
all of these will have advantage.
Let's go. Okay, first attack. Well, that's not gonna hit. So we're moving on.
hmm
Second attack. 26 to cuff him, please.
It's a natural.
Nat 20?
It's a nat 20. Yeah. I'm gonna be a dick and say that you're able to get 1 arm with that.
That's absolutely fine.
You managed to. So the first one he blocks, and then as it like blocks, you kind of drop the cuffs, grab it with your other hand, and flip it up and get his right arm. Now you've got a hold on this. Would you like to flurry of blows for 2 more, or do you want to just do your bonus action on arm strike?
Oh.
You can use a focus
Well-
point to make those 2.
So, well, when in Rome, let's
in
focus
Rome.
point it up. When in Rome, guys, focus point. Let's go. Flurry of blows him.
Perfect. Give me
Why
2
not?
more. Give me 2 unarmed strikes.
A 23 for the first one.
That just hits.
God
Nice.
damn.
He has an AC of 22. You are able to then take the other cuff, flip it up, and cuff his other side. I think there's a moment, though, as this kind of concludes, as you guys have now captured him, where he is just looking daggers at you two. And he just... Well, officers, you've caught me. What crime did I commit?
We'll go ahead and start with assaulting 2 officers.
Oh, yeah, no, I totally did do that. Though, that's fair.
Lavinia
You know,
will
other
drop
cities-
her invisibility and walk up and like, and say, and you threatened a barkeep right in front of us as well.
Destruction of property, and
I didn't
You do
destroy
know-
anything. It's fine. And Reggie's
Resisting arrest.
fine. I wasn't resisting anything. I was simply on a stroll.
fleeing officers when they want to suspect you, when they want to question you for a crime.
Evading the law. The list does go on.
I was just walking away. Well, fine. You have cuffed me. Normally I'd ask for a lawyer, but I think I'm going to represent myself on this one. You guys are able to kind of pull him off of the rooftop. As you guys do, and rejoin with Avis, who has finally cleaned themselves off of all of the yellow dragon fruit, and I'm assuming given a card of some kind for the precinct to reimburse the damages.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Lavinia, on the way down the kind of steps, you hear Jasper kind of whisper over to you, and he just goes, "Tell my brother I say hi."
Kind of look like, oh, who's your brother?
Oh, come on. Your grandfather?
She'll kind of like tilt her head towards him, seeing faint familiarity in his features. My grandfather doesn't have any siblings.
None that he was willing to talk about.
She'll drop it at that as she kind of ponders, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I think for nicety's sake, we'll go ahead and say you guys are able to, we'll say one of the cabs picks up Kragnar and then moves over and picks you all up. Actually, we'll say that it was Rook who was the one who picked you all up. As you guys kind of all load into 2 of the police cruisers and head back to the precinct, and you guys start doing the process to book Old Man Jasper. You all filling out the paperwork, this, that, the other, move him probably into interrogation. Where, what would you guys like to do? He is booked and processed.
Interrogation.
Okay.
If everyone else wants to.
I think that's...
Yeah, go for it. I was gonna say, I'd say like maybe 2 to 3 in the interrogation room, and then anyone else could watch like behind the glass, kind of a thing. Very modern interrogation room kind of a thing.
Are we
Okay.
doing bad guy, good guy, or Bad cop, good cop.
Yeah. Who wants to go first? I'll vote to stay behind the glass for this time.
I mean, I got like I forget. I got like something with my advantage or intimidation. I got like a +6, so. guess I'll go.
Yeah.
Go. Maybe read your features and traits before you just jump the gun.
Oh yeah, good idea.
I'll sit this one out and stay behind the glass.
Okay.
Intimidation.
So
Yeah, I'll
Avis.
sit behind the glass, reading body language.
Perfect. So Avis, Lavinia, and Nigel are behind the glass. Rowan and Kragnar are stepping in for interrogation.
Yep, that works.
Rowan looks at everyone else being like, guys, wait, the brain cells are going behind the glass.
You got this. You caught him.
Listen, you guys
It's all on
just
you.
hand. I still have dragon fruit juice coming out of my ears right now. I can't
Did you
even
bring
hear
us any?
properly.
I mean, if
Wait, did
No,
they
I
give you
didn't.
any as samples? Hold up.
You think they would give me some?
Did you put it? Was there any in your? Are any in
Do
your
you
pocket?
check your? Yeah, I was gonna say,
Did
do you
you
check your pockets really quickly?
You know what? It's a little smushed. It's very slippery, but I have one.
I mean,
if you really need
Hey,
extra support,
What?
suppose I can
I
help
felt
you.
bad. I already damaged it.
that's awfully sweet of you. I mean, I'm not gonna take it. You eat it. You have it. You strong, strapping, growing person. You need it. Rowan's just
No,
like,
use
looking at
it.
like,
Use it for your intimidation bit. I'm sure it will work.
how am I gonna use it? Okay, I'll take the weird, sludgy dragon fruit. Like, I don't know. I was gonna eat it, but sure.
We'll get you some post-interrogation snacks.
Yes.
I need to step out and make a phone call real quick. Or not phone call. Rock call?
Rocky Talkie.
Sending. There are sending stones. Like you can do a
Come on,
sending.
guys, a stone call.
Yeah,
I
Stone
have
Cold.
to,
It's gonna.
rocking
I have
my
to send
phoners.
for someone. There we go.
Yeah.
Send for someone.
Yeah, you could. It's like a phone call. It's just not. You know what? It's a rock, but you call it a phone for telephonics or something stupid like that, and so we'll just call it a phone.
Hey,
You
we
have to
got
rub them
phones.
together to get signal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get closer to the dirt instead of up in the sky.
It's beautiful.
Can you hear me? Can you like go down lower?
Hello.
Hello.
Tell us.
Really,
Yeah.
really good signals. Really good signal in the ground, though. Incredible signal in the ground.
Yeah.
All fun and games till the telestone marketers start showing up.
Burrowing out of the ground.
Do the telemarketers just throw it at people?
They're
Like, take your-
voles. They're actually voles that just like peer out. Okay. Anyways. In regards to things that you were able to bag that was on his possession, he had a quarterstaff, 2 daggers, a small pouch, and a bag of what appear to be marbles.
I'm just thinking about what could be in the pouch. A real look?
You can look at it. Yeah, you can. I mean,
Oh.
open up the pouch.
Yeah.
Just looks like it has like arcane components, and different seasonings. Maybe like you definitely see like a little rosemary and a little sage in there. That's all you see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna close that back up and set it down.
Okay.
And how many people are in the interrogation room with him again? Is it still just Rowan?
It's Rowan and
Rowan.
Kragnar.
Okay, if there's 2, then Nigel's still staying behind the glass.
Yeah, it is. It's Rowan and Kragnar. If I remember correctly, I think it might be a orc thing that's giving you the advantage on intimidation.
Oh, yeah, it's my half orc. It's a species feature.
Yeah.
Menacing.
Yep. You just have proficiency in it.
Ah.
Come on, Kragna, let's go interrogate him.
Okay. Might as well.
Yeah, we'll go into the interrogation room where old man Jasper is.
He kind of looks at you all and just... I do find it fun that Precinct's like putting up rooms with perpetual zones of truth. Could you imagine what could have gotten away if they never did that?
Yeah, a lot.
So, what can I help you with?
I've got a couple of questions for you. First one, do you want some crushed up dragon fruit?
You know, as much as I would love some crushed up dragon fruit, I am all good.
Singal.
Kind of stares up at Kragnar. What's your role here? Pretty face?
I don't think so, at least.
Oh, come on. Pucker up, detective. Have a laugh.
I am curious, though. What is your business with Reggie's exactly? Because
Oh, he was just telling me that I owed more than I did. Saying that I had to pay more for my tab than what was there. So I was naturally a bit upset, which I understand.
I mean, that is understandable, honestly. I mean, how long had you been going to the establishment, if you don't mind me asking?
Since well before Reggie owned the bar.
Is that how long your tab's been there as well, or?
No, I only in the last few years had to open a tab, but I had paid it all off last month. But
So,
Reggie said that I still owed more, which did not make sense because I had double checked with Penny and was told that I had paid enough.
I mean, and did Reggie at least check with Penny if she also has an account of this transaction?
I did not realize I had to maintain the understandings of another person's employee. That sounds like a problem that Reggie needs to take up with his own employees.
Were there any receipts?
Do you know how often a receipt is given in a bar?
Not
I mean-
often, but if you ask.
Yeah,
I mean,
Penny's not really a writing type.
thought she, yeah.
Mm.
Thought she did. I mean, she does write down Never mind.
Looking
Really,
at Kragna, I'll be like, I know what you're thinking. I got you.
Looks at Kragnar after saying that and just kind of tilts his head to the right slightly, kind of narrows his eyes for a moment, and just, you're not all there, are you?
Yeah, that's just rude.
Damn.
Listen, you all are the Gloam Wardens, the Gloam Quarter's finest defenders of the night.
How'd you pay off your tab so quickly? How'd you come into that much money? What have you been doing?
Does it have something to do with the marbles that you've?
I've been
Yeah,
working. Also,
What a
shame.
at any moment, if anybody would like to roll insight on any point of this conversation, please just let me know that you
Always.
have.
Will do.
Oh, 22.
I
Sorry, I got really
mean,
excited.
it's a natural 20. Like, it is a natural 20. Listen, charisma's not his strong suit. He cannot beat that. There is definitely more than working. There is more there. I simply have been doing jobs, staying busy, and I acquired money and was able to pay off that tab, paying off my debts.
Any specific job that involves
Who are
these
your-
marbles?
I've been doing
Who
a
are
lot
your
of
employers?
You see him for a moment kind of wince when you ask that question about his employers. Well,
My
I can't
Insight check.
I can't give you a name. Well, I'll do this and then you can go
Yes.
ahead and insight check this.
Thank you.
I cannot give you a name. I can simply give you a title. The name Moonfeather. It's all I was ever given. You can go ahead and insight check that.
If a 16 will get me anything.
He's telling the truth.
Mhm.
Whoever his boss was, their name was Moonfeather.
What kind of name is Moonfeather, honestly?
Well, it's commonly an alias. Things used so if somebody gets put into a room where there is a zone of truth, they can't spill the beans.
Like you're doing now.
Correct. It's like people understand how this game works.
Mm-hmm. So implying you're doing something illicit if you have an employer who won't tell you their real name, no?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a fair assumption, is it not?
I have not said that I have done anything illegal. Who knows? Maybe it's just a nickname.
Hmm.
I mean, technically you have done some sort of. He did kind of assault Reggie to some extent, or at least cause some property damage.
And to officers.
That
I
too.
would be
Yeah.
more than happy to pay for any damages that I may have caused to Reggie's bar. And I am willing to apologize to both of these officers, as well as doing any community service or other things that are deemed necessary by the circle in regards to what I have done.
Now, that's awfully nice of you to offer, Old Man Jasper. Can I call you Old Man Jasper? That is apparently your nickname around town. But for an old man, you're looking quite young. What is this, a new skincare routine?
You could say that.
I could say that. You want to share with the class maybe about that one?
Intrigued.
Well, you were asking about where I got the money. Well, the looks happen to also come with that. friends in high places and whatnot.
What types of places, if you don't mind me asking?
Above your pay grade.
Damn, that's a lot.
So you went to work, paid off your debts, went missing for a little bit whilst you paid your debts, and came back to threaten Reggie about the debt is due. That's interesting. Because that phrase has been popping up lately, as well as a new street drug. Have you heard anything about a new street drug?
I've heard of Ebon Haze. I've heard of Dusk Flower Extract. I've heard of Night's Veil. Those are all street drugs.
What about a street drug that doesn't have any side effects?
Well, now, would that really be a drug?
What would you call it?
Trying to say this with a straight face is so hard.
I,
He
The
looks
music
at you and just
killing
goes,
me, guys.
supplements, of course. Why don't you just ask the question instead of beating around the bush?
What do you know about this new drug, astral drift, that's popping up?
There it is, folks. Do you see that? And kind of he looks to the one-way mirror towards the group behind it. Look, they finally asked the right question. Well, my friends, it is a drug that gives you power beyond your imagination and a high that lasts just as long. It seems that even if you take more of it, you only get stronger. There's no downsides. There's no additives to it. It allows for someone who may have been weak and fragile to suddenly be able to stick up for themselves, be willing to fight for themselves, and allow them the freedom to make their own destiny. So I ask you, officer, what do you want to know?
What exactly does it do to the body, like, over time? Like, is there any internal workings?
Well, as you can see, even in shackles, he manages to gesture to himself. As you take more, and as you take it on a regular basis, it provides you with a more peak body, a physique that is appropriate and applicable for the tasks needed.
Ugh. I mean, didn't you also supply it to Red? Reggie's cook?
Oh, contraire. Red supplied it to me.
Wait, what?
And how did Red get it?
Well, you've probably seen Red's not much of a talker. So it took a little bit, but they wrote down a message to me that said find Moonfeather, which I did. And then I was able to get my own supply. Guess he's actually just
So-
part of an MLM this entire time. But one of the things I will say is that Red, a few months back, stopped taking it altogether. Seemed content with the effects that it had done and simply stopped. And as you can tell, they haven't changed much. They still look the way that they do. And the muscles they gained and the power they got all seems, well, still there. Almost like it holds on to them.
What about behavioral changes? Anything like that?
That one's a bit harder to... That one is a bit harder to correlate. One could argue there are, as people suddenly have a newfound strength, a new ability to grasp at something that they did not have before. You all are cops. You all have seen the underbelly of this city. You've seen how the mafia, the mobs, the different groups, the corsairs, the cliques, all of them take it out on different people. Well, if you create something that is cheap, that allows for the little man to suddenly gain power with almost no repercussions, well, that's asking for a revolution. Are you all ready for what's to come?
This revolution or something more?
There's always more. Judgment, redemption, reclamation.
More death as well. Ever think about that?
All revolutions have a cost. Also, the amount of death in this city, it's not like a wave of blood would be anything new.
Some people might beg to differ. But that aside, how do we meet this moon feather? Or get our own supply of astral drift?
Oh, intrigued already by its impact. I mean, it's not like it would pop up on any drug test. They don't even know. I mean, it's almost impossible to even know that it's in your system, much less. Well, I mean, I'd be willing to work with you if you help to reduce my sentence. Maybe drop some charges.
Oh, that's not up to me. Maybe I can put in a good word.
But I think it is, because you could use me as an informant to get with this moon feather.
Let me think on it. I mean, it's not like you're going anywhere right now, right? You have time.
I'm a little chained up.
Could be worse.
You hear a slight knock at the door, not the window, as the door opens, and Rook looks at you two and just says, hey, something came up, and kind of gestures for you two to head out of the room for a moment.
We'll follow out of room. And I will smile at Old Man Jasper before I leave as well.
He in the cuffs, he just gives you a small like finger wave kind of a thing, with a smirk on his face as you do. Rook looks between the two of you and just goes, and they just kind of go, so, what's going on with this one? Just give me the real quick down low here, guys.
Yeah. It's I mean, we got some information. Apparently, he has an employer of some sorts named Moonfeather. But the weird part is, like, his... Fuck. He was supplied through somebody else at Reggie's as well. Which... the entire situation just feels off. But then he was going on about, like, some revolution.
I have heard a couple of stirrings of that as well.
Of a revolution?
Yeah. I've been getting some... I've been getting a couple of things from Alara Starfall, the captain over in Precinct 4, which you guys know is the Arcane Quarters precinct. They've mentioned that there's been quite an uptick of violence in the gutterways, which they're thinking that the gutterways is starting to get this astral drift, whatever it is, and is starting to, well, kind of kick it into overdrive. Currently, Cedric is on it. He's looking into it. I don't know how successful he will be. You guys know that Cedric is a male tiefling who's about 41, who commonly is known for tracking down illicit enchantments. So if we can figure out what's going on there, that might be able to help us better understand what is going on. But I think the biggest thing would be if we can get the, like, our hands on this astral drift, I think we can start maybe figuring out what's going on with that.
Well, Jasper has offered himself kind of as an informant to maybe get us to a supply if we drop some charges off him. And I said we'd think about it.
Okay. Definitely. It's doable. It's very doable. Can I, and he kind of gestures to your, like, clipboard real quick, just to, like, take a look at the charges. And he looks at it and he goes, yeah, we can do this. We'll still have to charge him for assaulting an officer, because, like, can't really drop that one. But I'll lower the penalty for the destruction of property and things like that, and avoiding arrest. Most likely, once he is done, we'll put him in Wraith Shackle. We'll put him in the Wraith Shackle Keep. I know it's technically maximum security, but at this point, it'll at least hold whatever he is. Those that are still in the room watching you three, you look over. Are you guys kind of discussing amongst yourselves? I just kind of want to give you guys a moment to either talk amongst yourselves or take a look over at Jasper as he's sitting in that room.
Well, Lavinia's been staring him down the whole time.
Yeah. So Nigel's been staring at him too. Well, also kind of just inspecting his wound a little bit. Pondering. It's like, okay, radiant damage. That's what we saw with the earlier test run. He's also literally kind of just thinking out loud as he's kind of doing this. What do you think he's telling them? Well, we can probably actually.
You can hear him.
We can hear everything.
Yeah, you can hear everything that has been said so far.
Yeah. So what do you lot think about cutting him this deal to get more information?
Do you use him as an informant?
I mean, he gives the vibe of someone that's going to go to the highest bidder. He'll work for the highest amount of money, more than likely.
More than likely. And plus, it's not like we're going to keep him here forever anyways. Might as well make some use out of him.
All right. How is this thing giving people celestial? Why is it tied to celestial magic? That's the thing that doesn't make any bloody sense, right?
I'm kind of curious about his relationship with his employer. It seems like there is a bit of fear involved in that, which is something we might want to be wary of.
Especially since he doesn't seem to fear the law any at all.
Right.
Well, I mean, you heard Penny. He's like centuries old elven. I'm sure they don't fear much.
When you guys booked him, because I think this is kind of funny. When you guys booked him, he is 786 years old.
God damn.
Yeah, I
What
don't
does
think
he
I'd
even
be
need
scared of
astral drift
much.
for?
Well, he only looks like
Maybe
he's in his 400s at the moment, so.
Only 400.
I mean, maybe he was feeling like the clock was ticking.
No.
No, there's something more there.
Right. Definitely need to get to the bottom of this. We do. As he's saying that, he's kind of watching Jasper. What is his, like, normally, especially if someone's sitting in a room by themselves to their own devices, they have like little ticks or anything or something just to kind of keep their mind active. What's he doing?
Yeah, you watch as one, you know that the shackles that are on him are anti-magic. They stop people from casting spells. However, you see a small mote of light that he has that almost has this like radiant fire around it, like a mini sun, and he's just playing with it, bouncing it back and forth between his fingers.
What the fuck is that?
I thought our cuffs were supposed to be magic proof.
They are.
Can astral drift override it?
I can't. Well, we don't know. a drug that's been passed. That's just kind of hitting the streets, right? If he's able to cast, can we even hold him?
Make an insight check on yourself.
All of us?
That one.
I was gonna say Nigel, but I think all of you, if you would like, anybody, can make an insight check on this.
Yeah,
Nat
kind of.
one.
especially if Nigel's
Okay.
talking out loud. Oh, that's a 10. All right.
I have a 12.
Out of 12. You all get that sinking feeling in your gut of he is intentionally staying locked up. He could get out whenever he wants, and he is toying with you all. This is
Yeah,
a
that's the vibe I
game.
was getting.
Yeah, this is a game to him. This is not. Good.
Well, we might as well use him as informant now.
Can we?
Oh, he's having a laugh with us, isn't he? We shouldn't let him get off and just be tossing us around like we're a game, right? Maybe we should
Fair.
There's a door that leads inside to the interrogation room if you would like to go in. As Kragnar and Rowan are still outside with the rook at the moment.
Yeah, Nigel's making his way into the interrogation room if no one's going to stop him.
Lavinia will follow, actually.
I won't stop, but I will follow.
Okay, you three
All right,
enter.
here we go.
You three enter the room. Rowan, Kragnar, you hear a door open inside as they enter. As you do, he kind of like a magic trick. The ball of light kind of fiddles between two fingers, and then, with a small burst of energy, you see it boom, and disappear. Hello, officers. Ooh, I would say I'm sorry, but in all honesty, I'm not super sorry about those punches earlier. Add throw a little ibuprofen on it, you'll be fine.
Oh,
That's
so
a
you're
nice
having
trick you
laugh
did
with
there.
us, Are you? You're having a laugh with us, are you?
Well,
No.
yeah, I mean, I'm the one chained up here, so
And you can just break out of them bloody little chains whenever you bloody well feel up, right?
I've
That's
never
why
never tried.
That's why you're making that little that's why you're making that little magic trick with display, and you know those cops shouldn't be allowing you to do that kind of shit. Maybe I should show you a little bit of one of my magic tricks. As he removes his pistol and cocks back the lever.
Roll fucking intimidation. Yeah, roll intimidation as you pull out a gun.
Holy shit. Holy
Yeah, okay.
shit.
He just looks at you, and just, yeah. Roll intimidation.
That was not a great roll. That's a 4. That's literally a 4.
I'll give you advantage because you pulled a gun on him.
That is fair. Okay, that's an 11.
Yeah. He looks at you for a second and he just, See, the fun thing is, and you see he I'm assuming you kind of pointed it at him.
Mhm.
If it's close enough, he will rest his forehead on the end of your barrel and look at you and just go, if you're brave enough, you'll actually pull the trigger. But then you'll know that you have failed as an officer of the law. So you better make your choice, and you better stick with it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I've overstepped my bounds. He's playing with us, but can't disrespect the badge like this.
No.
Make a sleight of hand as the door opens.
Son of a shit.
That's an 8.
You kind of stumble to reholster your weapon as Rook opens the door. What the hell is going on in here? As they kind of look and see the three of you and sees that. And then he just goes, Nigel, you're off. Go cool down.
Oh, sorry, Captain.
I will talk to you in a minute. The rest of you, don't lose your cool. Just breathe. Looks at Jasper and just goes, so, you're going to help us now. Okay. You four, go wait in the conference room. I will be there in a second. I'm going to talk with Jasper and then go. Rowan, you can stand behind the glass for a minute. I don't need to talk with you on the way out. But everyone else, go to the conference room. I will meet you there. And they send you out.
Behind the glass I go.
Rowan, you go behind the glass. You can hear this conversation, and it was mainly to make sure that they roll insight, yeah. On Rook.
No! I'm using my inspiration.
Okay.
Using my inspiration for Rook. Oh, thank God. 26.
26, perfect. They have caught on that you suspect them of doing something, and so they want to prove that they're not.
Oh no. I see. Oh shit, fuck.
They kind of close the door as all of you head out, and they stare at Jasper, and they just go, so, what we're going to do is something very simple. We're going to use you to get in contact with Moonfeather. Once that's done, we will pull some of the charges as well as lessening some of them. However, you still assaulted 2 of my officers. You will be going to jail for 2 years minimum. We're going to hold you here for the night, just to make sure that all of our detectives are able to ask all the questions that they need. And then we're going to set up an operation with you. Do you understand? Jasper kind of looks at them. A smile kind of creeps across his face as he just, of course, officer. Whatever I can do to help the law. Rook kind of shakes their head and moves out of the room and kind of knocks on the door for Rowan to come out as they just, that guy gives me the creeps.
Look, I think everyone, he gives everyone the creeps. I mean, ugh, gross,
Yeah.
weird, creepy.
Yeah. I'm good. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know you're good. Why? Do you think you're not good?
No, some of the comments we were making earlier, just, it started bugging me, and I was worried you were thinking that I was starting to slip or something like that. You remember that they used to be pretty bad alcoholic back in the day.
Hey, I know you're dealing with a lot, so it's not just like, one of the detectives who are under you, but like a friend, I hope, to kind of be there for you. If you just need to talk. I got you. And then Rowan's like, shit, I stepped over a line. Maybe are we friends? I think we're friends. We're friends.
You see them pull out like a little coin. And you see the numbers 30 carved into it. And they just kind of look at it and they're like, soon it'll be 45. And they put it back and kind of pat their pocket where it is. As they all, as they take you and move into the conference room. And they look at the group now and just, okay, we're just going to take 5 minutes, calm down before going back for questioning. Because I'm assuming that some of you still had questions and stuff like that. Nigel, stop pulling guns on people.
Sorry, Captain Rook. It was... I let my emotions get the best of me. I thought he was playing around with the spell, despite the coughs. I was thinking he was having a laugh with us. He could get out at any time, so felt the best way to apply pressure was to put some leverage on him. Wasn't my best choice at all.
I did some digging. It looks like he is a monk. He trained with one of the soul monks for a while. Most likely that was just him using some of that whatever sun magic thing is that they have.
Shite. Can't let myself falter like that again.
It's okay. It happens. Lavinia, Avis, you two are on deck. If you have questions, give it a minute and then proceed. As they kind of turn, they set a hand on Rowan's shoulder, and they just go, you'll follow. Watch them, make notes, give me a report when you're done. I will see you tonight for drinks, as you invited me as a friend.
Of course, always. You
Cool.
got it.
And they head out of the room and head towards their desk to start working on some reports.
Who has the folder with his charges and whatnot?
I'll make it easy and say it's Rowan at the moment. But
I'll hand it over to Lavinia and be like, there you go, all yours.
Thanks.
Got you.
Can I take a peek inside the folder and like at his little profile and see if there is any last name listed? Any surname?
Yes. And as you do, you open it up. Oh, how fucked do I want to be? How much do I want to throw a knife at you?
Oh God.
Yeah, we're gonna throw this knife. You see Jasper Fate, Feyt.
Damn it! She's gonna close the file and just hand it off to whoever's next to her.
I'll take it.
I don't think I'm gonna go back in there for now. Probably best you go in.
You guys can't trust me to one man this.
I'll be behind the glass. I can't go in there right now.
Should I go back in?
You
If you want
can.
to,
You're not on the
Ragnar.
shit list.
Oh yeah. Surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look through the rest of his file to see if he's had like any other charges previously?
Ooh, yeah.
I'd say like at most every like a couple hundred of like every like couple hundred years you get like drunken disorderlies.
Mhm.
But a lot of it is very much so that like petty like misdemeanor kind of a things, if that, and it's huge gaps between it. There's never been anything that would look like it would result in violence, especially violence towards an officer.
Okay.
Like you even see multiple like community accommodation kind of things. Helped build a garden, helped build a community garden, or this, that, or the other.
Well, Craig, I'm ready to go back in if you are.
Sure, why not?
And I guess we'll make our way back there.
Perfect.
You guys have fun.
Yay.
Anybody who wants to be behind the glass can be behind the glass. But
I want to be behind the glass. Yeah.
I'll be behind the glass to live in you.
okay. You two are behind the glass. Nigel, I'm assuming you're kind of cooling off, which we'll get to that ritual and what that kind of looks like here in a second. As Avis and Kragnar enter the room for further questioning.
All right. We've all had a moment to cool down. Jasper, how are you feeling?
Oh, I am just peachy keen, as fine as the hairs on a peach. How are you doing, Miss Dragonfruit?
You can call me Mrs. Kayak. But dragon fruit does have a nice ring to it.
It
I'm
does.
good. I would like to apologize for our friend back there. We don't typically want to threaten our suspects like that.
Yeah, it doesn't help. To some extent.
I did have a few of my own questions for you, Jasper. Would you be willing to comply today?
Of course I would. You seem like a lovely person, Miss Kayak.
For the right person. Of
course.
I wanted to start by finding out, because we looked through your file. You don't typically seem to be the aggressive type. Usually just some drunken charges here and there. What sparked your interest in attacking tonight?
Well, it was more that I felt threatened. I was being pursued on a foot chase by officers and was to a point that I had to make a 40-plus foot jump and was scared for my safety. So I turned around and tried to fend off those that were attacking me.
Were you attacked first?
I believe so. I mean, I did not attack them until they tried to make a jump at me.
Okay. And we listened into your conversation. We wanted to find out about what's going on with this revolution, this reclamation.
Yeah, it sounds quite interesting if I don't.
Kind of
Yeah, who-
stares Kragnar up and down and just goes, "You look like the holy type."
You wouldn't be wrong.
Who do you pray to?
The goddess Lumora?
Ooh, interesting. Well, the reclamation is coming for all, not just us down here. Even your precious Lumora will soon be dealt with.
Is there any particular reason for this reclamation?
There's always a reason, just whether or not you want to believe in it. I didn't really need much convincing. I saw how this city in the last 700 plus years has changed and shifted, ranging from the rift opening inside of this lovely area, causing the shades and other things like that to rip out and start attacking people, to the various mobs and gangs that have come and gone and reappeared and caused violence upon the streets. And I personally was just tired of seeing it, and I was offered an opportunity, so I took it. Gave myself the power to defend myself and right any justice that, well, needed to be righted.
And this opportunity was given by Moonfeather?
Yes. Well, technically, due to the rules of this room, and kind of you see him kind of look around really quickly, and then he stares back into your eyes as he just goes, technically, it was read at Reggie's, but Moonfeather provided me with the ability to continue.
How so?
Do you need me to spell it out? The astral drift. Take a drug, suddenly take this supplement, as it is so aptly named. Garner power and abilities that allow you to go beyond what you believed was possible.
And you feel like that was the only answer to be able to protect yourself against this type of judgment that's coming for all of us?
I was old. I still am. I mean, I can still feel it in my knees. When you live for 700 plus years, time wears on you. This just allowed me to not be as withheld from that.
Are you trying to cheat death?
No, not necessarily. Just live life fuller.
And you think this is the pathway to that?
Seems to be working so far.
I mean, you ended up here.
How exciting.
As exciting as an interrogation room could be, I guess.
For 780 years never being arrested or put inside of a room and interrogated by our city's finest detectives, I mean, definitely something new.
I don't know. It sounds like your luck would have turned after consuming the astral drift then, if you managed to go that long without an arrest.
Maybe it allowed me to take more risks. Maybe I just took a poor one.
So who's bringing this reclamation to all of us? Or what?
Oh. That is an interesting question. I guess my question is, do you want the truth, or do you want the name to go find the knowledge yourself?
I want to know what you believe.
Well, I believe the Celestial Reclaimer is making their way back and is going to restore the balance of the universe. So to say, our world, the natural order of things. It's gotten too out of whack. The ideas and other processes that these gods and beings of higher power have put, the Celestial Reclaimer will simply make sure it is appropriately taken care of.
And what role do you have in all of this? Are you like a prophet for them?
No, nothing too special like that. For the time being, I'm simply a pawn. Someone helping, passing, moving things, and setting up for futures. Gathering information, seeing what you all know. You know. What a pawn does.
What kind of role would Moonfeather be playing in all of this? If you're but a pawn.
If we are to use the ideas of chess, Moonfeather is a knight, making erratic moves, crossing boundaries, and providing new tactics that would not normally have been seen.
Well, at least we know the scope of what we're working with.
We are but a few pegs on the hierarchy that is the astral drift.
But it also means
Chain.
we're quite replaceable.
This is true, which also makes me affordable for you to use. So,
Well, that decision isn't down to us.
I'm aware.
Yep.
I've already talked with your head detective. They are willing to work with me, at least, it seems, and so I will work with them, and we'll work together. Maybe allow you to garnish some more insight. Because for me, this is all just entertainment. Because we are getting close to the end of time, I will allow for one last question.
Oh, but actually done with questions.
Oh.
Are you done? Are you good? Is that what you
You
said?
got anything?
Brain is a little fried, so I got nothing.
No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. What we're gonna do is we're going to pull away for a moment and we flash back, but before this interview started happening, as we followed Lavinia outside for that phone call earlier. As you go ahead and call up, Lavinia.
So Lavinia will step outside and she'll pull out her sending stone and she will send a message to her grandfather saying, hey, can we get some tea later on? I have some things I need to clear up.
Very well. Tea sounds lovely. It's been a minute since you've been back at the manor, and I'd love to see you again.
Yeah, we have a lot of catching up to do.
Quite. I hope to see you soon.
See you soon.
And you kind of take a moment, camera kind of pans away as you take a deep breath afterwards, letting out a sigh into the evening as you see the town painted in yellows and oranges and reds. And that will be where we end tonight's session. We will see you potentially in 2 weeks. If
Dun,
not,
dun, dun.
maybe 4. It might be a month. So,
No.
but we will see you all then. Have a great night.